You guys, I want to share with you my favorite place to shop online. Zulily offers daily deals on thousands of items from up-and-coming brands and household names. You'll find a store full of new things every day, and you'll always get great value and free shipping on orders of $89 or more. Explore toys, clothing, and smart home finds, plus top beauty and wellness trends. Have fun shopping without breaking the bank or leaving your house. Save on clothes, toys, and home decor. New deals every day. That's my favorite part. New shops pop up every single day. Check the link in my show notes to check out Zulily today. Sorry for your new addiction. Not sorry about all the money you'll save shopping on Zulily. Hi friends, welcome to another episode of Elevate with Erica, the podcast that empowers you to reach new heights and embrace opportunities for personal and professional growth. I'm your host, Erica, and today we're going to dive deep into the concept of opportunity cost and how it can hold us back from pursuing our dreams. Specifically, we'll explore the fear of failure and the fear of being judged that often accompany those missed opportunities. So I have a question for you. Have you ever found yourself hesitating to take a leap because of fear? Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of just stepping outside of your comfort zone. We've all been there. We've all faced those moments when the allure of staying in our safe spaces feels overwhelmingly tempting, right? But what if I told you that by succumbing to that fear, you could be missing out on an incredible opportunity that could change your life? Today, I want to share a personal story with you. It's a story of how very recently fear almost held me back, but how I found the courage to overcome it and embrace the unknown. It's a story that I hope will inspire you to recognize the opportunity cost of not pursuing your dreams. Next week, I have a corporate event in San Antonio that I almost decided not to attend. The reason? Well, after I booked the hotel initially with a couple extra days on the front end to explore a city that I've never been to but is on my bucket list, explore that city with my husband. My husband decided not to join me. Here came the disappointment. And also the sweaty armpits. As I thought about flying alone for the first time, I said before on this show, I am not a great flyer. Navigating the airport alone, I always let my husband take the lead on this. Commuting in a new city alone, I've never taken an Uber by myself. I've never even booked a flight by myself. Normally my husband books it and then I just send him my portion. And then also the belief that I wouldn't be able to get other women to want to share a hotel room with me. It's amazing how our minds can create those scenarios, isn't it? And I allowed those concerns to almost overshadow the excitement and potential growth that awaited me at this event. Deep down, I knew that if I let fear dictate my decisions, it would have meant missing out on connections, personal growth, and expanding my professional network. So I made the decision to step out of my comfort zone and embrace the unknown. You guys, I'd be lying if I said, as I sit here today about to leave in 3 days, that I wasn't still very, very freaking nervous. But as the trip draws near, I've gotten other female leaders on my team staying in the room with me. I also just found out yesterday that one of my friends, Tina, will actually be on the flight there. And I've just spent too many hours over the past 2 days planning an itinerary for our trip and making reservations because that's just the kind of traveler I am. Love it or hate it, we are going to make the most of our time on a trip if I have anything to do with it. And all this has built up excitement within me. So much excitement that I could cry. And I'll probably cry with these women a few times because I'm just a super passionate person. But these kinds of female connections is something that never came easy to me through high school, through my 20s, still today at 37. But it's something that I always wanted. And I'm so grateful that this business I've built has brought these women into my life, but also so grateful that I didn't let my fear of doing this without my husband stop me. I'm just so proud of myself. And I know I'm in for a world of growth next week in San Antonio. I know I'll come back a stronger, more independent woman. Looking back, I realized that my husband's decision not to come with me is a blessing in disguise. And it's pushed me to confront my fear of doing things on my own. And in doing so, I'm discovering newfound strength and independence within myself. And I'm not even on this trip yet, you guys. I took a leap of faith and committed to attending this event, which means facing my fears head on. And it's scary to take that first step, right? It was scary the day that I decided, you know what? I'm still going to go. I'm going to change that king bed to 2 double beds, and I'm going to put it out there that I've got spots in my room. Booking that flight, figuring out how to do all that on my own. It's scary. That was the day I made the commitment. And it's so freaking exhilarating when you do. The experience reminded me of another pivotal moment in my life when I was contemplating leaving my government job and building my dream business. I was plagued by the fear that people wouldn't take me seriously without a traditional title. I was no longer County Human Resources Director. I was Erica, the social media influencer, they would call me and snicker. Although I'm actually more of a content creator for brands, but they don't know the difference, right? The podcaster, the fitness coach aligned with that MLM. Why would she ever leave that government job, that pay? That's what I thought they would think. And I was worried about the judgment and their opinions and just what would be said behind my back. And recently, in a conversation with a man at a resort, he asked me and my husband what we do for a living. And my husband responded first with his more traditionally respected job. And then I responded with my non-traditional career choice. And the man looked at my husband and said, "She's a lucky girl." And at first it felt like proof that everything I thought people would think was true. But then I had an epiphany. No matter how successful I become, or how much money I make, there will always be some people who won't take me seriously or what I do seriously. And you know what? That's okay. Because I could make 10 times what I would have as County Human Resources Director, which is the plan, by the way, and they still wouldn't understand or respect what I do. I realize that seeking external validation and understanding from others is a pointless pursuit. And if I had succumbed to that fear and stayed in my government job, I would have missed out on what truly matters, which is my own happiness that I get to sit in today, and the excitement that I feel for my future, and the positive impact I have on the lives of others, especially women who look up to me as a source of inspiration, as well as all the amazing friendships I'm building with women who support and inspire one another. All these things that I didn't have while doing what was safe, respected, understood, in line. The opportunity cost of missing out on this event would have been sacrificing my personal growth, limiting my potential, and failing to inspire those who rely on me. I took a leap of faith, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. Just being excited about life makes it all worth it. That alone is too high an opportunity cost to miss out on. So here's my question to all of you listening. What is the opportunity cost of the thing you're not pursuing? What dreams, passions, goals have you tucked away because of fear? Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. Like, seriously, take a moment to reflect on that. I have women tell me that they won't even go to the movies alone or sit at a restaurant alone because of fear. Would you be afraid to fly alone or stay in a hotel alone? Would you be afraid to pursue a passion because of what your friends might think? Or maybe out of fear of disappointing loved ones? That was definitely one of mine when I left that government job. Fear of disappointing my husband and my kids because of that initial pay cut. But you have the power to change the narrative, to break free from those chains, and to embrace the opportunities that are awaiting you. Because what about everything that my husband and kids will gain because mommy went for it? Not just financially, but what about my kids seeing what it looks like to work hard for your dreams, to not sell your happiness for a paycheck, to pursue your passion? What about my family having a happier, more fulfilled present mom and wife because I'm doing work that I love? Gone are the days of drained, moody, mentally shut down, no energy to even speak to my family at the end of the day, Erica. I've had women tell me also that they don't have time for a daily workout because they are so busy doing things for their kids. But I have to ask you something tough here. What exactly is that teaching your kids about the way in which they should prioritize and take care of themselves? Being a martyr mom isn't the example that I want to set for my kids. And I get it, mama. You're trying to do your best and you have the best intentions. And we all think we're screwing it up. But there's an opportunity cost in not making time for you too. So how would you show up differently if you were a woman who made herself and taking care of herself a priority? What and who is your family missing out on because you're not doing that? I want to inspire you to go after what you truly desire, whether it's starting your own business, going after a goal, pursuing a passion project, or making a significant life change. Don't let the fear of judgment, failure, the unknown hold you back. Think about the incredible opportunities that await you on the other side of that fear. Actually visualize the happiness. It should give you goosebumps. The fulfillment and the impact that you can create by taking that leap of faith. They are worth every ounce of courage you summon. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. Reach out to your support network. And if you don't have one, you go create one. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who believe in you and let them uplift you during times of doubt. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this empowering thought. You have everything within you today to step into your greatness. Trust yourself, believe in your dreams, and take that leap of faith. Embrace the opportunity cost and never settle for anything less than what you truly desire. I really hope this episode has resonated with you and encouraged you to pursue your goals fearlessly. Remember that you have the power to shape your own destiny and create a life filled with purpose and meaning. The only limits that exist are the ones that you put there. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love if you would take time to leave a rating and review, and please share it with someone that needs to hear this message too. Remember, together we rise. Keep elevating. Until next episode, friends. E.